All right, let's dive into some fascinating psychology today.
Sounds good.
We're going to unpack 8 surprising things that science says can make you less attractive.
Okay.
And don't worry, this isn't about judging appearances. It's about understanding those subtle cues we give off.
Yeah.
Cues that can affect how people see us.
I see.
We've got a really interesting piece here, all about the psychology of attraction to guide us.
Cool. I'm ready.
Okay, so first up, something we can all probably relate to.
Okay.
Sleep. I don't know about you, but I definitely don't feel my best after a rough night.
Oh, tell me about it.
But besides just feeling terrible,
Yeah.
did you know that a lack of sleep can actually make you look less attractive?
Oh, really?
Apparently so.
Wow.
There was a study published in the British Medical Journal.
Okay.
People who were sleep deprived were rated as way less attractive
Oh, wow.
compared to when they were well rested.
That makes sense.
So yeah, beauty sleep is a real thing. But why though? We all look a little rough after a late night, but is it really that big of a deal?
So think about it.
Okay.
What happens when you don't get enough sleep? Your skin can't regenerate properly,
Oh, right.
leading to, the
Yeah.
telltale signs of fatigue, wrinkles, dark circles, puffiness.
Like a free makeover, but in reverse.
Exactly. And there's an evolutionary reason for this too,
Oh, really?
We're wired to see those tired features as potential signs of illness or weakness.
Interesting.
It triggers an avoidance response.
I see.
It goes back to our primal instincts
Okay.
to seek out healthy partners.
So it's like our subconscious is saying, hey, steer clear of that tired looking person.
Got it.
Okay, so getting enough sleep,
Yeah.
it's not just about feeling your best.
Right.
It's also about looking your best
Absolutely.
and sending those healthy signals out to the world.
it all adds up.
Prioritize those 8 hours, people.
Okay.
Okay, next up,
Uh-huh.
something pretty interesting. It's about smell.
Smell. Okay.
Obviously, bad smells, huge turnoff.
Of course.
But I had no idea how deep the connection goes
Oh, yeah.
between smell and
Which
attraction.
is amazing, right?
Seriously.
How much our sense of smell influences us
Yeah.
without us even realizing it.
Yeah.
Huge role in mate selection.
Really?
Because it's linked to things like health and genetic compatibility.
So our noses are basically playing matchmaker. That's crazy.
Think of it this way.
Oh, yeah.
You're not just smelling someone's perfume or cologne.
Right.
You're picking up on subtle chemical signals,
Interesting.
particularly something called MHC genes.
MHC.
Yeah, these genes, big role in our immune system.
Okay.
Research has shown we're actually less attracted to people
Yeah.
who have MHC genes too similar to our own.
That's fascinating.
Uh,
But why would we be less attracted to someone with similar genes?
it goes back to the idea of genetic diversity.
Okay.
Evolutionarily, mating with someone with different MHC genes, it's beneficial.
Leads to offspring with stronger immune system.
Oh, I see.
Our noses are basically helping us find partners who will give us healthy babies.
Wow. Talk about biological love potion.
Right?
So if someone says they're drawn to your scent,
Yeah,
they might not just be talking about your perfume.
exactly. Okay, let's switch gears a bit.
Okay.
Talk about something that might seem a little counterintuitive.
Right.
Being too focused on your appearance.
Interesting.
Taking care of yourself is a good thing. Okay.
Well, yeah. But this article says obsessing over your looks can actually make you less attractive.
Right.
This one surprised me.
So here's the thing.
Go.
Taking care of your appearance is important.
Yeah.
But there's a fine line between healthy self-care and becoming,
Yeah.
overly fixated on your looks.
So where does self-care cross over into obsession?
When it starts to signal insecurity
Oh, okay.
and superficiality.
I see.
Think about it.
Okay.
If someone is constantly checking their reflection.
Right. Or fishing for compliments.
Yeah.
Putting a ton of effort into their appearance.
Yeah.
It can come across as if they're more interested in validation
Yeah.
than like genuine connection.
I've definitely been on dates
Right.
where someone was more interested in their phone than in me. Not exactly a turn on.
It can make the other person feel unimportant
Right on.
and like they're not enough.
That makes sense.
Taking care of your appearance, sign of self-respect.
Sure.
But overdoing it can send the wrong message.
So it's all about balance.
Absolutely.
Confidence in yourself
Yeah.
matters more than how perfect your hair looks.
Confidence is truly magnetic
Okay.
and it comes from within.
Great advice.
All right.
Now, this next one is intriguing.
Okay.
Playing it too cool. I always thought being aloof and mysterious was attractive, but apparently it's not always the best strategy.
It's all about finding that sweet spot
Okay.
between mystery and accessibility.
Yeah,
Have you ever heard of the mere exposure effect?
that rings a bell.
Okay, so
But refresh my memory.
this is a psychological phenomenon.
Okay.
Shows we tend to develop a preference
Yeah.
for things we're repeatedly exposed to.
Right, right.
Applies to people too.
So the more we see someone, the more likely we are to like them?
Exactly. It's why companies use advertising to make us familiar with their products.
I see.
Familiarity breeds liking, not just in marketing, but in relationships too.
Interesting.
So if you're constantly playing it cool, being distant, you're missing out on opportunities to create familiarity and build attraction.
So if you want someone to like you, you need to actually, like, be around them.
It sounds simple, but it's true. A smile, a friendly hello, engaging in conversation. These small actions can go a long way. Make you more approachable and attractive.
So don't be a stranger. But I'm guessing there's a catch, right?
You're catching on.
Like, don't be too present.
There's a flip side to this coin.
Oh, no.
Clinginess.
Oh, yeah.
Clinginess is definitely not attractive.
What makes someone clingy?
Neediness often stems from insecurity.
It's like that plant that needs constant watering.
Right.
And attention.
Exactly.
It becomes more of a chore than a joy.
That's a perfect analogy.
Okay, so...
healthy relationship needs space to breathe.
That's right.
Clinging too tightly can suffocate it.
So how do you find that sweet spot between being engaged and giving someone space?
It's about being secure in yourself.
Okay.
And trusting that the other person is interested, respecting boundaries.
Okay.
Understanding that everyone needs time and space to themselves.
Great advice. Okay, hit me with the next surprising factor.
This one might be a bit controversial.
Okay.
Serial flirting.
Interesting.
I've seen people who seem to flirt with everyone they meet.
Right. It always seemed like a good way to keep your options open.
While a little playful banter can be fun, constantly flirting with everyone can actually backfire. When you're trying to attract someone special.
Yeah, I can see how that would be confusing.
Right.
It's hard to tell if someone's genuinely interested in you.
Exactly.
Or if they just flirt with everyone.
It dilutes your impact, makes your intentions seem less sincere.
Okay.
So what's the takeaway here?
Yeah.
Focus your attention. Directing your energy toward someone specific makes your actions more meaningful.
Right.
Therefore, more attractive.
Quality over quantity. Got it. What else?
This one might be a bit of a paradox.
Right.
Overconfidence.
Overconfidence. Isn't confidence supposed to be attractive?
Well, yeah.
Okay.
Confidence is usually a good thing.
Right.
But, you know, too much of anything can be a bad thing.
True.
There's a fine line between confidence and arrogance.
Okay.
Overconfidence can be perceived as a lack of self-awareness.
Right.
And humility.
Which are real turnoffs. People are drawn to authenticity and genuineness. Not someone who seems to think they're better than everyone else.
So it's not about pretending to be perfect.
Not at all.
Okay.
Acknowledging your flaws. Being comfortable with who you are.
Right.
Incredibly attractive.
Okay.
Shows you're self-aware. And genuine.
Goes back to that relatability factor, right?
Got it.
Everyone has flaws.
Exactly.
Being able to laugh at yourself. Much more endearing.
Definitely.
Than trying to present a flawless facade.
Trying to appear perfect can actually make you seem less genuine.
Oh, interesting.
Less approachable.
This is great stuff. Okay, I'm ready for the last surprising factor.
This one might be a bit sensitive.
Okay.
But it's important to discuss.
Great.
Laziness and lack of purpose can actually make you less attractive.
Wow, I wouldn't have thought of that.
Right.
But I can see how it's connected.
Think about it.
A lack of motivation, ambition, can be perceived as a lack of self-respect.
Right.
Which isn't particularly appealing to others.
So this isn't just about physical appearance.
It's about our overall lifestyle choices and mindset.
Okay.
Cultivating healthy habits. Pursuing goals. Showing passion for life.
Right.
These things make us healthier. And also more attractive.
It's like taking care of your mind and soul, not just your body.
Exactly. It's about investing in yourself. Striving to be the best version of you.
Okay.
And that kind of energy is incredibly magnetic.
All right. We've covered so much importance of sleep, the power of smell, dangers of overconfidence, even laziness.
Right.
I'm already starting to see some patterns emerging here. What do you think?
You're right.
Yeah.
There's a common thread running through all of these seemingly disparate factors.
I'm intrigued. What is it?
Self-awareness. Recognizing how these surprising factors can influence attraction gives us the power to make positive changes.
And ultimately, it's about becoming the best versions of ourselves.
Exactly. And that journey of self-improvement, that's what makes us truly attractive and engaging.
This has been so eye-opening.
It's been great.
We've gone way beyond the surface level here.
Yeah.
Explored the deeper psychology of attraction.
It's fascinating stuff.
And I think the biggest takeaway for me is that attractiveness isn't fixed. It's something we can actively cultivate.
Absolutely.
Through self-awareness and personal growth.
Couldn't agree more.
This is awesome.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's really cool stuff.
It is. So before we were talking about the importance of self-awareness and personal growth. I'm really intrigued by this idea.
Yeah.
Because it suggests that attraction isn't just about static qualities we're born with.
Yeah.
It's about something we can actually cultivate.
You're absolutely right.
So how do we do that? How do we cultivate that magnetic energy?
It starts with being honest with yourself.
Okay.
About your strengths and weaknesses.
And it's not about beating yourself up over your flaws.
Not at all. It's about recognizing them
with
self-compassion and seeing them as opportunities for growth.
Okay, so it's about embracing the journey of self-improvement.
Exactly.
Okay.
It's about those small, consistent efforts we make every day to become a little bit better than we were yesterday.
I like that. It's not about reaching some final destination of perfect attractiveness.
It's not about that.
But about constantly evolving and growing.
And that kind of growth is so attractive.
It is.
It shows that you're invested in yourself.
Yeah.
You're not complacent.
Right.
And you're open to new experiences.
It's like you're constantly becoming a more interesting and dynamic person.
Exactly. And that's something people are naturally drawn to.
Makes sense.
We're attracted to people who are passionate about life, who have a sense of purpose, who are constantly striving to learn and grow.
So it's not about trying to be someone you're not.
Right.
It's about becoming the best version of yourself.
That's it. That's the key.
Okay.
It's about authenticity, self-awareness,
Yeah.
continuous self-improvement.
That's great.
These are the qualities that truly make us attractive.
I love this conversation.
Yeah.
It's been so eye-opening. We've gone beyond the surface level and explored the deeper psychology of attraction. And I think the biggest takeaway, for me at least,
What is it?
is that attractiveness isn't fixed.
You're right.
It's something we can actively cultivate.
You got it.
Through self-awareness and personal growth.
Absolutely. Couldn't agree more.
So what are some practical steps then
Okay, so
that our listeners can take to start cultivating these attractive qualities?
Well, I think it starts with identifying areas where you want to grow.
Yeah.
Is it your confidence?
Okay.
Communication skills? Physical health? Once you've identified those areas, you can start setting small, achievable goals.
So instead of trying to overhaul your entire life overnight, it's about making small, consistent changes.
Exactly.
Like getting enough sleep.
That's a great one. And don't forget about those MHC genes.
We'll be sure to sniff out some compatible partners. But seriously,
Yeah.
this has been so valuable.
It's been great.
I think we all have some food for thought here
Definitely.
and some concrete steps we can take
Absolutely.
to enhance our own attractiveness.
Yeah, I think so too.
So as we wrap up this deep dive, what's the one key takeaway you want our listeners to remember?
I'd say it's this.
Yeah.
Authenticity is attractive.
Right.
Embrace who you are. Cultivate your best qualities and never stop learning and growing. The most attractive people are those who are comfortable in their own skin.
I like that.
And who are passionate about life.
That's such a powerful message.
Thanks.
It's not about trying to fit into some mold.
Right.
It's about celebrating your individuality.
Yeah.
And letting your inner light shine.
Yeah. Well said.
Well, that's a wrap.
Okay.
For this episode of The Deep Dive.
It's been fun.
We hope you enjoyed this exploration
Yeah.
of the psychology of attraction.
Me too.
Be sure to subscribe.
Yes.
Leave us a review.
Definitely.
Until next time.
Yeah.
Keep exploring, keep learning,
Keep growing.
and keep diving deep.
Yeah, those quick fixes are tempting.
They really are, but it's like putting a Band-Aid on a bigger issue.
Exactly. And, those external things, often easier to control.